Deshmukh. Dēśamukh is a title and surname native to the Indian state of Maharashtra. Deshmukh is a title, local office. Deshmukh was a historical title given to a person who was granted a territory of land in Maharashtra. In Marathi, Desh means a country and Mukh means head of the chief, thus Deshmukh means the head of a district. The granted territory was usually referred to as the Dēśamukh. The Deshmukh was in effect the ruler of the territory, as he was entitled to the collected taxes. It was also his duty to maintain the basic services in the territory, such as police and judicial duties. It was typically a hereditary system. The title of Deshmukh provided the titled family with revenues from the area and the responsibility to keep the order. For this reason, Deshmukh is loosely translated as patriot, and the name still commands respect today. Depending on the extent of the estate, the title is equivalent to that of a counter-duke within the European aristocratic system. The Deshmukh system was abolished after the independence of India in 1947, when the government confiscated most of the land of the Deshmukhs. Some families, however, maintain the status as real estate barons, most notably in Mumbai, with holdover properties that were not taken away. It was similar in many respects to the Jamindar and Jagir systems in India, and can be considered as a feudal system. Typically, taxes collected were to be distributed fairly, and occasionally Deshmukhs participated in Vedic rituals in which they redistributed all material possessions to the people. However, the title Deshmukh should not be associated to a particular religion or caste. Deshmukhs were given by the Deccan Sultanate's Mughal emperors, Nizams of Hyderabad and other Muslim rulers, and by Maratha kings, Brahmins, Sikhs, and Jains. Inukanda Thirumali describes the role of Deshmukhs. They were primarily revenue collectors, and when responsibilities were added to the function they became Deshmukhs, chiefs of the Parganas. Gradually, each of these assignments tended to become a watan, i.e., hereditary lease. Despite changes in the political authority at the top, this institution survived, since no ruler from above wished to risk disturbing local administration headed by village officials. This institution was deeply entrenched in the region with local support and structured in organized community life. The Deshmukhs presided over meetings of the Pargana community known as Gotsabha, which decided and confirmed claims over inheritance, purchase and transfer of watans. The Deshmukhs, by virtue of local sanction and consensus, could not be easily displaced from above. Barry Pavia describes Deshmukhs. These were, in the 1940s, the lair of the very large landowners in Telangana. They owned from 2,000–3,000 acres at the lower end to 160,000 acres at the upper, as in the case of the Janareddy family of Nalgonda district. Their origin can be traced to the administrative reforms of Salar Young I, Prime Minister of Hyderabad state in the 1860s and 1870s. The reforms abandoned the previous practice of auctioning off the revenue collection in the government-administered areas to farmers, in favor of direct revenue collection by the state. The revenue farmers were given land in compensation. Most of them availed of the opportunity to seize as much of the best land as they could. They also received a pension. The Deshmukhs were thus given a dominant position in the rural economy, which they proceeded resolutely to strengthen during the succeeding decades. Writing in the 19th century, Major W. H. Skies, the statistical reporter to the government of Bombay, described the Dēśamukh. The Deshmukhs were, no doubt, originally appointed by government, and they possessed all the above advantages. On the tenure of collecting and being responsible for the revenue, for superintending the cultivation and police of their districts, and carrying into effect all orders of government, they were, in fact, to a district what a patil is to a village, in short, were charged with its whole government. princely Deshmukhs. In 3 princely states, Deshmukh became the title of the ruling dynasty, 2 in Deccan, from the same bloodline, constituting the colonial Bijapur agency, Daflapur, from its 1680 until its 1872 incorporation into Jath, see below. Jath, from its 1686 foundation, see above. In 1936 its last ruler adopted the royal-style Raja, Surgarana, from its 1800 foundation, until the 1947 accession to India, a branch of the Parmar dynasty. Deshmukh is a surname. Notable people with this surname include Nanaji Deshmukh, social activist, founder of Bharatiya Jana Sangh Party, MP of BJP, Padma Vibhushan; Gopal Hari Deshmukh, writer and social reformer best known for his Lokhitwade and Shishatapata; C.D. Deshmukh, economist, former governor of Reserve Bank of India and former finance minister in the Union Cabinet. Durgabai Deshmukh, wife of C.D. Deshmukh and founder of Andhra Mahila Sabha. Dr. Abasahebit Gopal Rao Kedkar, 1900–1970, was the first president of the Maharashtra Pradesh Congress Committee. Ramrao Madhav Rao Deshmukh was a prominent political and academic personality from Amravati, Maharashtra. He was one of the very few barristers from the region at the time. B.G. Deshmukh, a former cabinet secretary and principal secretary to 3 Prime, a 1951 batch IAS and the first person to get into the IAS through competitive examinations. Gaj Desai Shirol and Nims are descendants of King Yashovardhan of Mahabharata. Pashwa Balaji Vishwanath Deshmukh, Peshwa of Maratha Empire. Pashwa Baji Rao Vishwanath Deshmukh, Peshwa of Maratha Empire, son of Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath Deshmukh. Dr. Panjabrao Deshmukh, social and political leader, founder of Shivaji Education Society, Amravati, agricultural minister in Jawaharlal Nehru cabinet. Sulochana Deshmukh, publisher of Marathi literature since 1937. Shri Bhagwantrao Wamanrao Kopad Deshmukh, older Marathi politician. Vilasrao Deshmukh, a former chief minister of Maharashtra. Ritesh Deshmukh, Hindi film actor, son of Vilasrao Deshmukh. Shivaji Rao Deshmukh, a former chairman of Maharashtra Legislative Council. Rishikesh Deshmukh, architect, planner, Maharashtra.